Hello everybody, and welcome to the Canadian Redneck channel. My name's Dave, and today we're going to be changing points in an 8N Ford with a front mount distributor. I've showed you how to change points before in a couple of different things, but the 8N's kind of a special case because with the front mount distributor there's absolutely no room to get to anything. You have to take the distributor off the tractor to get to it. So I'm going to show you a proper way to do that and easy ways to be able to line it back up and put it back together. So I'll grab the camera and show you what we're up against, and then try to find a decent angle to set the camera at, and we'll get going. So there we see the distributor on the 8N Ford, and right in here's the distributor cap. This is the coil that sits up on top, and yeah, it's kind of hard to see it. There's a wire bail here, holds the coil on top of the distributor, and so on. Doesn't look like so bad, but when you back up here, you can see why it is a problem. It's right in there, tucked in at a site. No possible way to get to the points with a screwdriver, or to see with a gap, with, to check with a feeler gauge or anything like that. So the distributor has to come right off of there. So right, there's the bolt for this side. There's another bolt diagonally across on the other side that we can get at from the other side. We'll set the camera up and take the distributor off and get it where we can see it. Alright, I've set up the camera on the opposite side of the tractor from me so that I wouldn't be in the way of the camera view. So the first thing we do is take the bail off the coil and lift the coil up out of the road carefully. We try to set it up on top, and you got to be careful of the coil, the power wire coming to the coil, and also there's a little kind of a spring wire on the bottom of the coil that goes into the distributor cap that you have to be careful of also. So we get it safely tucked up around out of the way. Then there's also a gasket that goes underneath that coil, and we'll want to hold on to that carefully so it doesn't get lost. Then you can unfasten the clips on the distributor cap. In this case, one of the plug wires is hooked to the bail of the distributor, so we'll just slip that bail off of the distributor. And carefully set the cap up around out of the road. At this point, you want to take note of what way the rotor button is pointing so that you can get the distributor in the right position when you go to put it back on. And in this case, it's pointing pretty much directly towards the camera. Now we take the bolts out of the distributor that hold it to the front cover. And we carefully pluck the distributor out. And there we are. Now we'll move it to a workbench where we have a little bit of space to work on it. Alright, now we have the distributor out where we can see it, we can work at it. You can see the points and so on set up in here. And on the back, these are the little drive lugs. They fit into the front of the cam, and they're offset. They only go one way. So if you're 180 degrees out, they're not going to fit in because they're moved to the side. That's why it works that you can pull this distributor out to change the points. So we'll remove the points now. is the bottom plates are held in by 2 screws. There's another screw that you can reach in through the top that connects the contact lever to the plate and to the condenser. There's a little clip here across the washer that holds the lever on the pin. Little washer. Now you can pull the lever up out. Be careful to get the screw worked up with it. There's not a lot of room. There it is. And the plate comes out as well. There we go. And we have our new set of points. Going to start by putting the contact plate in. So now we'll start the 2 screws into the contact plate. Just get them going in so they're holding everything in place. Get the new lever here. We'll put that screw through the 2 little strips of the spring and the contact strip. Getting that carefully into place. There we go. Get the lever on the pin and slide it home. So now, got this secured in a vise to hold it still because I'm going to need both hands for holding. I got to get the spring lined up with the that holds the screw lined up with the little hole in the plate, and then I've got to get the screwdriver in through the top to turn the screw. Now we can turn the distributor, get the breaker lever open to its widest point, and we set the point gap. Okay, you can see that's pushing the lever, so we open the gap up just a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong way, it goes this way. There we go. It feels real good. It's contact, but it doesn't drag. Then we can tighten down these screws. Perfect to close the way they're supposed to. Nice square engagement. We can put the distributor back on the tractor now. Need to put the distributor back on, so I replaced the rotor button on the distributor, holding the distributor in the fashion that it would go on the front of the tractor, and I turned the rotor button pretty much directly towards the camera because that's the way it was when it came off. Slide it in here, and it should go pretty much. There it is. You just wiggle it a little bit and it goes right in place. Line it up for the bolt holes, and we'll get our bolt started. Alright, I'm going to put the rotor button back on now because I took it off after I lined up the distributor so I didn't drop it. And then the distributor cap goes back on. Get it fished back down from up on the fan. Gasket goes in on top, ready for the coil to sit on. Then we get the coil fished back down from up on top where it was tucked away safely. There. The bail goes back over the coil. Everything should be all set. Changing the points on a front mount distributor for an 8-inch rotor. Hope you found it informative and helpful. As always, like, subscribe, comment in the comment section below, and have a great day.